Who's ready for an evening with the Trumpster? Or, actually, it's not or. It's only me. It's only me, bruv. There's no Trumpster. There's going to be a Trumpster video in a bit. You know I love the Trumpster. Welcome. I'm Johnny. This is the cheeky live stream number 144. It's my video log where I try to stay sane by talking to people that I've never met in person. Other than one, Adrian. I'm looking at you. Adrian, absolute legend. What a wonderful wife he has as well. We had a few pints of Guinness in Tokyo. But the rest of yous,
Face says, hi.
I've never met.
Guy says, what's up, G? Ajay says,
Sup? Oi, oi, oi. Mate, Princess Smiley Face straight in there. First, with the first comment. Look what I've got. I've got 900 milliliters of Japanese milk, and I'm going to drink it because I want to. And I got some mango. Yay. Yay. What more do I need?
I stopped watching Scott Adams for you.
Oh, mate, cheers, bruv. Uckfay that old bay anchor way. Drop the anchor and stay all day.
I love that guy.
Sorry. I've got an action-packed show for you tonight. Believe that. I shouldn't be here. Look, I've got so many stories for you. What do you think that red thing is, bruv? I feel a 24-hour live stream coming on. Strong.
In the meantime, I'm in progress of upgrading and building a new PC. Internet Tough Guy says, got some beers. Let's start up a new game.
I think we should, tough guy. I think we should. I think it's time to get sublime on a new game. I mean, my mum bought us...
Princess Smiley Face says, I got my tumbler that is pink and says Barbie, filled with water, watching while I also work. Let's get today done.
Let's get today done, Princess Smiley Face. Let's see if we can extend your smile, but a few more millimeters. Is that even possible?
Ajay says, yeah, let's try Duck Station, Johnny.
Oh, no. Oh, mate. Back on the duck station, bruv. Back on the duck station. Man, there's so much shit in the news. Oh, my God. So... listen, right, I told you, this thing with the leak, right? Do you remember this thing with the leak? There's some signal conversation that an Atlantic editor found himself in that was between high-ranking government officials discussing an attack on the Houthis. Bro, I knew the Democrats would be going hard with this all the time. Oh my God, look what they did. It's a dangerous administration, blah, blah. Bro, shit gets leaked all over the freaking place. It's going to happen one day to the next administration. It's happened to the previous administrations. There's always leaks. Does a leak mean that Trump is a bad president? It wasn't him who did the leaking. What was leaked? It was a discussion about bombing the Houthis. And okay, you could argue that if they had found out, American soldiers could have lost their lives. But they didn't find out, and America Bay the Uckfay out of them all. So it's a successful mission. Luckily, nobody found out. It's no big deal. Do you know what is a thing you can criticize an administration for and make an argument for removing a sitting president and voting in a new administration is a bad policy? It's things like importing 10 million illegal immigrants, a bunch of whom are apist race, who ape-ray innocent American citizens says. A dangerous administration is one who implants DEI in every single part of society, proved by the fact in the USAID information dump courtesy of Elon Musk and Doge, your taxpayer dollars, my American friends, I'm looking at you, went towards funding DEI everywhere. No grant was given to any institution without it being in exchange for planting a Communist Party branch. I meant DEI department within a company, whether it's gaming, movies, education, you name it, construction, whatever, it could be anything. That is the kind of thing you should remove a president for. Another thing you should remove a president for is botching the entire Afghanistan withdrawal. It could have been a useful base really close to China. Nope, let's give it back to some radical terrorists and leave tens of billions of dollars worth of high-grade military equipment over there. That's the kind of thing that's a scandal. That's the kind of thing that I don't want to see. If there had been something damning inside this leaked signal conversation that exposed something wrong with Trump's policy, so be it. All it did was make them look even more badass. They're talking about how they're going to take out these nasty terrorists, other mate Uckerfays. It's a massive nothing burger, but that's all Democrats have. It's disgraceful. They're disgusting people. Disgusting. So they're going mad with that. Please, mate, spare me. Spare me. The president pardoned his Uckerfay unsay unto Hey Eidenbay for a whole wealth of I'm craze. That's where your lens should be, mainstream media.
Internet tough guy says bought some cat food and my kitty is happy. Ajay says,
Yay.
Not only that, fix your Steam profile. Shannon Spears
What's wrong with it?
Signal leaker set up to catch bad actors, no doubt.
I think so.
Internet tough guy says that's why people are freaking out over Doge. They know they're all gonna get caught getting paid on the back end.
That's the bad stuff.
Deep state using Signal to communicate Trump is onto them. Internet tough guy says, they tried to arrest our president.
Imagine they had found something improper or illegal. They actually found some absolute badassery between Hegseth and the Vanster, the Vancy. Bruv, I just can't. You know they're gonna run with that. Do you know what? Do you know how I sleep at night? Sounding and snugly and smugly, knowing that this fellow, the Trumpster, is the boss of the world, and he's loving every second, and he'll answer every question thrown at him, whether he's throwing it back in their faces with the velocity of that Japanese dude, Shohei Ohtani, or taking it on board and just giving a funny, witty reply, comedic reply. So, any kind of reply from Trump is just gold. We got that for 4 years. He made it. They tried to kill him, arrest him, bankrupt him. He made it through all of that somehow, too big to rig. And now he's the boss of the world. It looks like a bad FMV cutscene from a dystopian sci-fi game where the kind of dictators giving out this messaging at regular intervals with all this kind of iconography around him. I love it. That's what it's like to Democrats every time they see the face of the Trumpster. 4 years of that. He actually won. He's the boss of the world. I love watching him enjoy the moment. He's enjoying every second of it, even more considering the fact they tried to get rid of him and they stole 2020.
Download Duck Station.
Dark Station. Duck Station. Mate, they tried to do the Trumpster dirty. Massively. The Trumpster. He did a little press conference today from the Oval Office talking about 25% tariffs he's putting on automobiles, which will make people start manufacturing inside the USA.
2016 A New Hope, 2020 The Empire Strikes Back, 2024 Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be spared if you try Thumper.
Will I? Mate. The Trumpster. I love him. I fucking love that guy. Love him. Mate. The UK is dying so hard. So hard. Anyways, fuck it. Doesn't matter. 'Cause I got you. Woo. So guess what happened today? Guess what? I lost my book in Tokyo and I was sad. And I found my book and nobody stole it. That is my news today.
Ajay says, and make sure to play with a controller for Thumper. Internet tough guy says, I'd go to war for Trump. Biden not so much LMAO. Victoria Rockwell says, Johnny everyone.
Here comes the menace. What's that, Victoria? Swaggering in.
Spear says, remember when they were using chat in games to communicate, then got caught and PlayStation Network got hacked and went down?
I can't remember. Really? What, the intelligence agencies?
Ajay says, Victoria in the house.
Oh, Victoria in the house. Tough guy in the house. Is Shannon in the house? Ajay's in the house. Princess Smiley Face in the house.
Victoria Rockwell says, of course no one stole it, was it in English lol. Shannon Spear says, your book identifies as a boomerang.
I'm gonna throw it out the window. Come back and clunk you on the noggin, bruv.
Victoria Rockwell says, Ajay tough guy howdy.
I lost my book. Oh, right. That's what you're talking about. So check this out. I was really pissed.
Tough guy says, let's play a new game, dude. We got the crew here.
Well, like, at the very least, we're going to set it up. It's gaming time, yo. It's gaming time. That's something special when I eat a mango. I became special.
Ajay says, and just so you know, Thumper only used 2 buttons, but it's still challenging. Very cool rhythm brain gymnastic.
Oh, Lord. Right, I think I'm autistic again, everyone. I'm definitely autistic. I want some free money from the government. I'm autistic, please. Give me that money. Internet Tough Guy is my hero. Getting paid for the autism. Cheers, everyone. This is what I'm excited about.
Well, says my son's autistic, he doesn't get free money.
Victoria, maybe it's time to ask the government. Don't they give out money for that, don't they?
Internet Tough Guy says, I had 1900 go into my account last night for free. Victoria Rockwell says he has a job. Ajay says, you're not autistic, you just have Asperger, which is awesome.
Another Asperger.
Shannon Spear says, you're too late for the short bus, mate, that scam's been dojied.
Victoria told me that I don't have autism, right? That's what you told me. I'm convinced that I do. I can feel it.
Victoria Rockwell says you can if you're lazy and good at scamming the system.
Okay.
Internet Tough Guy says, I'm actually autistic. You'd know immediately if you met me.
What would be the signs?
Victoria Rockwell says you're convinced you want the free money, lol. Internet Tough Guy says, to be fair.
So today, I met a family, and really, really nice. I think they're definitely Jewish, because actually I can't say the names, but they're the most Jewish names ever. And one of the kids definitely had something going on. I think it was like he was blitzed out of his mind on Adderall. He was like, it's like he's taking an ecstasy pill, and it's like he's trying to keep it in. It was like his mind was racing like a rocket ship to the stars, and he was just in his own world. And it was like he was always clenching his jaw and always seems to have like beads of sweat on his forehead. And he seemed like, I just don't know what was wrong with him, but I loved this kid. He was so nice, and I just thought, you were just awesome, man. I don't know, it felt like he had a superpower, but I could tell that he was really struggling. I think he was 17, but I could tell he obviously struggled a lot, and he must be on loads of meds. I got so much. I got love for these kids, man, who've got things going on. It's kind of, it's not your kids, so it's not your problem, but I do have a fondness for them, especially kids who are going through that kind of, those difficult times, man. And I was thinking, wow, you must be on such a cocktail of meds to be acting like the way you're acting. What's that doing to your brain as you're still growing, right? Your brain still goes until your mid-20s, right? What's that doing to your brain? And I started having these mad thoughts. So his, I don't know, like his face wasn't very uniform. And I was thinking, like, did you have some growth problem? And does that also relate to the physiology of your brain? I was trying to work out what this kid's issue was. I felt really sorry for him. I was thinking, if you're that age and you're buzzing off your mind, I don't know what, I'm guessing he had maybe, I don't know, I was because isn't Ritalin or Adderall? No, Adderall, isn't that for ADHD? But then if that's ADHD, I do not have ADHD. I'm definitely not like that. So maybe I don't. But then it felt like something more serious than ADHD. I felt like this, maybe he has like he was psychotic in a way, and that's why he needed something so strong, because it seems like massive over medication to give someone something like that for what might be ADHD. I was trying to work out what was wrong with him.
Ajay says, how you doing, Victoria? Internet Tough Guy says, I count fingers. My number is 4, so I constantly tap my fingers together in a certain pattern. Internet tough guy says unusual behavior. Victoria Rockwell says my cousin had Down syndrome and she had a job her entire adult life, so if someone that bad off can do it, come on. Victoria Rockwell says good Ajay, how have you been? Ajay says, it doesn't need to be your kid for you to be compassionate towards him or other people. Internet tough guy says I've been on amphetamines for 24 years.
Amphetamines, mate. So you both been high for 24 years?
Adrian says what's up, Playboy?
What's up, Adrian?
Tough guy says Adderall, Ritalin, Vyvanse, you name it.
So that's what this dude was on. So maybe he was autistic. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, can I just say something that's fucking nuts? So melatonin, right? I told you I've taken this before when I really need to sleep. And okay, so I haven't taken it since December just because I had to wake up because I had to work basically and I couldn't fucking wake up easily. I really had to get some proper sleep. And I remember I took it once, the first time I took it, and it had this insane anti-anxiety effect. And you read about it online, no one talks about that. So, but then of course I did it maybe for 10 days or something. And then when I take it, for all the sleep that I gained from melatonin, it would have an inverse effect and I'd lose that sleep later and I'd want to go to bed late. It would just absolutely destroy my internal clock. And so I stopped, and then I really had to wake up today for something super important. So I took I just thought, fuck it, just took one last night. I only slept 7 hours. I always need 8 to be functional. But man, that 7 hours of sleep I had last night after taking, I think it's like 5 milligrams of melatonin, it must have been incredible. Usually I wake up a few times, go to the bathroom. This time didn't at all. And I didn't wake up once really. It was a proper sleep. And it felt like I hadn't had a sleep like that, I don't know in how many months, unless I'm dead tired and you conk out as soon as your head touches a pillow. And again, it had this mad anti-anxiety effect. I was walking around today and I felt untouchable. And I wonder, you know, have I been getting a shitty night's sleep for so many years? I can sleep 8 hours, but I'm not a super light sleeper, but I am a kind of a light sleeper. I wonder how much that's been affecting me my whole life, because how can 5 milligrams of melatonin and 7 hours sleep have, and this is not a placebo. I am telling you, I know my body. I felt incredible after that. And it's unfortunate because I would love to keep taking it, but obviously you can't. You could do, but there will be a tolerance. And then imagine trying to get to sleep normally without melatonin. I'm not going down that route. But man, it was just so good. I would love to. I wish I could take that every night. And I know it's not like a tranquilizer or, you know, like a Xanax or something. But for me, it's better than a Xanax. So so the other day I woke up early and I had something really important to do, and I popped a Xanax in the morning. Dude, that fucking drug, the last time I did that was also like December when I flew, and like early January when I flew back to Japan to double drop it on the plane. Yeah, so woke up, only slept 6 hours, needed more sleep, so I was like, fuck it, just take a Xanax, see what happens. Will it work? Didn't fall back to sleep, and of course it gives you, I don't know, it's like it has an anti-anxiety effect, obviously, but it just made me feel really groggy. And I remember the next day I was walking around and I could feel like super exhausted, super tired. That's when I was on the stream. I looked really tired because a few days previously, I think I took one, and it just wrecked me for days. And I just said aloud, that is a horrible, horrible drug, Xanax. It's such a horrible drug. It makes you feel really great for about 3 or 4 hours. And then it's so unnatural, and it messes with your, I don't know, it just messes with your body, messes with your head. I think it's nasty.
Internet tough guy says, I crash out hard when I go off meds. Ajay says, I'm getting better after struggling with pollen for some days.
Damn.
Victoria, right now I'm getting a little bit hyped cause I'm in progress of upgrading and building a new PC soon. Internet tough guy says, I really struggle with sleep. My bedroom has basically become my cat's room and I sleep on the couch lol. Internet tough guy says.
Couch works.
He won't stop waking me up at night.
That's a
Victoria
problem.
Well says try local raw wildflower honey for pollen allergies. A spoonful a day over time can help get rid of the sensitivity. Internet tough guy says you have to keep taking it or else you crash out. Same with my meds.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Slept through his sleepy bathroom breaks. Definitely pissed himself.
Milky. Right, Ajay. I was thinking of Ajay. Ajay's going to be so excited with what I've got down here. Actually, I need to tell you the story of my book. So I left this.
Tough guy says, hey,
What's up, Milky? Milkatia. So look what it is. June, right? With a really weird old cover. Look at that. Scary guy. And then we've got the Dickmobile on the back with the weird mosquito. So this is obviously a very old copy of June, and it's my dad's book, and he keeps his books in really good condition. It's not perfect, but I mean, for a 50-year-old book, that's really good. And I was walking around Tokyo with my copy of June, reading June. I actually find it really cheesy. There's loads of exposition and dialogue explaining the plot from the bad guy, proper stereotypical bad guy. The Baron, he's called. The Baron. And he just says all of his plan to his nephew or something because he wants him as an heir. Anyways, I like my June book, and I also feel I like it because it's my dad's book, so I feel a connection to it. And I left it in this supermarket, and I was sad. And then I came back 2 days later, and I thought they probably have it. If that was in England, someone would have nicked that. They would have looked at it and thought, oh, that's a good condition old book. Dude, the Japanese gave me the book. Didn't even ask for my ID or anything. He's just like, yeah, just take it. High Trust Society. Bruv, outside my apartment door, there's no cameras outside, and there's been two Amazon packages 2 doors down outside my neighbor's door for a week plus. Bruv, nobody nicks or steals anything in Tokyo. It's super, super rare for it to happen. It's great being in a high trust society, and I'm so happy to have my copy of June back. I had this vision of saying to my dad, oh, do you remember you had that copy of June? I lost it. I'm sorry. I didn't want to hear his reaction. £1.75, bruv. Look how they used to do it. Where is it? Look. £1.75. I looked on eBay, and this is worth like 100 quid, this book, as well. I was so sad that I left it there. I would never have forgiven myself if I had lost this book. Imagine that one day you're thinking like you lost one of your dad's treasures. June, it's from the 1970s. June book, 1970 edition. Milkatia, she's on the stream then disappears. Don't try to change her. Where is it? This is actually probably one of the worst June covers. It's just that weird dude on it, but I like it because it's bad. It's before people really decided what things should look like, and they just did anything that came into their head. It's a desert, and he's given it a blue sky, which is mental. Mental, mate. Milkatia. Did you see the Trumps have signed an executive order? So people have to count all the votes on the day, and like they can't make it go days and days after the election. Did you see somebody lost the primary somewhere? Or what was it? Someone on some kind of state court. A deep red seat was lost to a Democrat. It seemed dodgy. They only won by like 150 votes or something. It's also shady, bruv. It's also shady. And it looks like there's some election coming up for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, and it looks like it's going to be a Democrat. And if that happens, apparently they're going to gerrymander, and they're going to take away 2 House seats from Trump. But I don't know, man. Republicans either don't care or there's a lot of ord fray going on. I can't find this on eBay now. I think my book is rare, bruv. I think my book is rare. June book, 1970.
Ajay says, Johnny, get prepared for April the 2nd. Nintendo Direct will start and show off Switch 2. Princess Smiley Face says,
Fuck.
my 1-year-old wants nothing to do with her crib. She wakes up wanting in our bed. It's okay, but she wants my side of the bed and almost has pushed me out of bed lol. Internet tough
Wow.
guy says dude I can't read books. My ADHD doesn't let me sit still focusing for more than 10 minutes.
I understand.
Victoria Rockwell says penis probemobile. Milkitia says I have my DA's copy of Dune don't tell him. Shannon Spear says
Is it?
Dune is an analogy of taking mushrooms and psilocybin.
It's
Ajay
true.
says, very nice Johnny, my big brother from another mother is a big fan of the books. I went to visit him some days ago and watched the Dune 2 movie. Internet tough guy says that's a thick book. Shannon Spear says
It's only one of 3.
Internet tough guy says thick. Victoria Rockwell says what's the punishment for stealing? That'll stop PPL from stealing if it's severe enough.
Shame.
Internet tough guy says my last GF made me homeless and I lost like 80% of my stuff. But it's just stuff at the end of the day. Replaceable. Victoria Rockwell
True.
says sometimes it's not always a matter of higher morals as much as it is higher punishment lol. Princess Smiley Face says, I'm sorry to hear that internet tough guy. Ajay says, I'm sorry Sir Johnny. Oh, I am for real. Never meant to make your book missing, I apologize a trillion times. Milkitia says I made my husband watch the David Lynch version and he wanted to read it after. Internet tough guy says people are irreplaceable. Ajay says, Milky Tea in the house.
Yeah.
Slub says the books got real weird in the end.
Did they? I don't really like it. I like it, but it's really cheesy. It's like the Baron sat in the dark room, a shadow among shadows, his hand glittering with rings as the hollow cremator shone sparkling globes in the sky. Honestly, when I tried to write a science fiction book, it was so fucking similar to this, and I've never read this. It was like humans have become this precious thing. There's only a few humans. You don't know who's a human and who's not. And it's a precious stock, and they try to find them and capture them and use them. And there's just loads of things in there that I wrote in my book. So the science fiction tropes are inescapable. They're just you can't ever think up something new. Someone else has already done it. Really, so many things in this book were so similar. The bad guy in this book was so similar to the bad guy that I was writing. It's so similar. It's like fucking it's the bad guy stereotype that they did in Street Fighter with M. Bison. It's like ha ha ha. It's kind of communist dictator type dude, and then there's like a sniveling guy who's underneath the bad guy. I put a guy like that in there, and that was also the bodyguard, and that's the Baron's bodyguard in this. It's fucking mad how similar the shit I was writing was. But obviously this story is a million times better because it's June, and my story was absolute shite. But the kind of all the tropes were in my book as well. And yeah, so the bad guy, he's just saying his entire plan to his mentat, this assassin, and his nephew, who it seems to be is his heir, and it's just his whole plan, every single detail. Okay, you're spelling it out for me. You want me to know the plan, and you're gonna justify that just by having the Baron tell his nephew everything, so I understand the story. Just for the sake of the story, it really comes across like that. It's not really done in a clever way, and the dialogue is pretty cheesy, man. I mean, it really, really is. Peter, is that how you pronounce it? Peter, the assassin mentat. It's kind of bad dialogue in June. It really is. It's not terrible. Some of the descriptions are great, but the dialogue's pretty bad. Listen to this. It's not very good. Peter spoke in a low, sullen tone. Did you call me in here to impair my efficiency with criticism, Baron? Baron? Impair your efficiency? You know me better, Peter. I wish only for my nephew to understand the limitations of a mentat. Aha, so nerdy. Are you already training my replacement? Peter demanded. Replace you? Why, Peter, where could I find another mentat with your cunning and venom? The same place you found me, Baron. It's just so cheesy, is June. It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy. It's not terrible. It seems very kind of, it's already like a B movie in a book.
Internet tough guy says, I haven't read a book since like 2006, and that's not a brag. See. Slub says Fenring. Internet tough guy says last book I read was The Breadwinner about a poor girl in the Middle East. Princess Smiley Face says, The last book I read was Firestarter by Stephen King.
Any good?
Slub says for 1965 it was way ahead.
True.
Tough Guy says you should try an audiobook.
True.
Victoria Rockwell says, I'll stick with Aldous Huxley, half the cheese twice as far ahead lol.
I felt the dialogue was pretty cheesy in this. Well, the Baron demanded. The fool answered us, Baron. Whenever did an Atreides refuse the opportunity for a gesture, the Baron asked.
Ready Player One is very good.
I remember you said that. It's so nerdy, this book. The art of Canley still has admirers in the Empire. He signs it. Duke Leto. Like, when he says the plan for capturing the Duke Leto, whatever it is, and the House of Atreides, it's like the worst plan of all time. It's the worst plan. No one would fucking fall for this plan. Let's see the plan for the bad guy in this book. It's super bad. It's super bad. So his assassin, the Baron's assassin, Peiter, maybe it's pronounced Peter, but it looks like Peiter, is explaining the plan to kill and destroy like the Bene Gesserit bloodline, or Bene Gesserit. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's so cheesy. So let's see what the plan is. Okay. Okay, so this is the plan, right? This is the fucking plan to kill this family line and a few bad men within. Okay, so in a few days standard, the entire household of the Duke Leto will embark on a Spacing Guild liner for Arrakis. So Spacing Guild, I think these are humans, and Duke Leto, he's with humans as well. The guild will deposit them at the city of Arrakeen. Oh, the city of Arrakeen. Oh my God. Wonder what it looks like. Is it a desert planet? Oh, is it a desert city on a desert planet? The guild will deposit them at the city of Arrakeen rather than at our city of Carthage. The Duke's mentat, that's an assassin, Thurfir Hawat. Wow, what a wonderful name. Will have concluded rightly that Arrakeen's easier to defend, of course, much easier to defend than the old Carthage, of course. Listen carefully, Fade, said the Baron. Observe the plans within plans within plans. It's so badly written. So the dialogue is fucking... Nobody speaks like that. Who speaks... Listen carefully, Foyd. Observe the plans within plans within plans. Who speaks like... No one speaks like that. Foyd Routher nodded, thinking, this is more like it. The old monster is letting me in on secret things at last. He must really mean for me to be his heir. Like an orgy of exposition, so you know what the fuck's going on. Okay. There are several tangential possibilities, Peiter said. I indicate that House Atreides will go to Arrakis. We must not, however, ignore the possibility the Duke has contracted with the Guild to remove him to a place of safety outside the system. Others in like circumstances have become renegade houses, taking family atomics and shields and fleeing beyond the Imperium. I actually just can't with this book. The Duke's too proud a man for that, says Baron. It is a possibility, Peiter said. The ultimate effect for us would be the same. No, it would not, the Baron growled. I must have him dead, and his line ended. Okay, telling me all the fucking story in as short a space as possible, with no subtlety, not weaving it in over a few chapters with hints and things. Like, just tell me everything that's going on. Blah, 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 blah. Get on with it, Peiter, says the Baron. At Arrakeen, Peiter said, the Duke and his family will occupy the residency, lately the home of Count and Lady Fenring. That's what Slub said. The ambassador to the smugglers, the Baron chuckled. Ambassador to... Oh, God. Boring, boring, boring. I've got to get to the plan. Here we go. Okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan. We've arranged diversions at the residency, Peiter said. There'll be an attempt on the life of the Atreides heir, an attempt which could succeed. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Hawat. So Hawat is the people they're trying to kill's bodyguard. Hawat will have divined that we have an agent planted on him. The obvious suspect is Dr. Yue, who is indeed our agent, but Hawat has investigated and found that our doctor is a suck school graduate with imperial conditioning, supposedly safe enough to minister even to the emperor. Great store is set upon imperial conditioning. It is assumed that ultimate conditioning cannot be removed without killing the subject. However, as someone once observed, given the right lever you can move a planet. We found the lever that moved the doctor. How? Floyd Routher asked. He found this a fascinating subject. Everyone knew you couldn't subvert imperial conditioning. Another time, the Baron said. Continue, Piter. In place of Yue, Piter said, we'll drag... this is the doctor who the bodyguard of the people they're trying to kill will not suspect is a plant because he's had imperial conditioning. But they've still managed to brainwash him anyways. In place of that guy, Yue, Piter said, will drag a most interesting suspect across Hawat's path. The very audacity of this suspect will recommend her to Hawat's attention. Her, Floyd Routher asked. The Lady Jessica herself, the Baron said. Is it not sublime? Piter asked. Hawat, the assassin's mind, will be so filled with this prospect, it'll impair his function as an assassin and mentat. He may even try to kill her. Piter frowned then, but I don't think he'll be able to carry it off. So Lady Jessica seems to be the person who they're trying to kill, I think is Duke Leto or something. But then there's a son called Paul, and his mother, I think, is Jessica. So his mother is obviously trained in some of the ways of their fucking clan. So the reasoning is they'll somehow make the person they're trying to kill's assassin bodyguard not think their brainwashed doctor's gonna kill them. They're gonna try to make them think that Paul's mother is gonna kill them somehow. It doesn't say how they're gonna frame her to do that. I don't like this book. I don't like it. I can't go on anymore.
Milkitia says it's allowed to be cheesy. Princess Smiley Face says, very good. I read a lot of his books. The one that I actually did not like was Dreamcatcher, but I have come to love Shining book more than the movie.
I need to read The Shining. My mate said it was wicked.
A leader with enough charisma. You can make people do crazy things. Internet Tough Guy says we've seen it over and over. Victoria Rockwell says yeah, The Shining book was a lot different than the movie. It's too bad he became a woke ballless weirdo. King had some great books. Slub says
no.
Guild mutated humans. Milkitia says I couldn't get into Ready Player One. The way it was written was like a bad fan fiction. Princess Smiley Face says, I know, he went cuckoo, but I still love his books. Ajay says
Stephen King, yeah.
Victoria Rockwell says although I didn't like him making middle schoolers gangbang. That was a weird way to defeat a spider monster.
Oh, that's what they did?
Guy says sounds like an old religious text lol. Princess Smiley Face says, I still have to finish that book. But yeah, I heard about that. I want to finish the book. But after hearing that, I don't think I want to.
Jesus, Tor.
I envy people who can sit still and read a book. Internet Tough Guy says, I'm on go 100.
You got this, tough guy.
Milkitia says it's supposed to sound like an old religious text lol. Princess Smiley Face says, what I read of the book IT was pretty gruesome for a read, but I didn't make it that far. Victoria Rockwell says yeah, other than that it was a good book. That part was so unnecessary, makes me wonder what kind of grown man with kids would write that. Internet Tough Guy says with the right leader, you can change the course of history. Princess Smiley Face says, yeah, that is creepy as hell. Slub says they promised him his wife's return. Tough Guy says definitely sounds like a cult religious text lol. Milkitia says, Lady Jessica is rad as hell.
Is she? Don't spoil it. So no, it's kind of fun. It's obviously it's like Slav says at the time that was well ahead. That's well ahead in the 60s, right? Because Neuromancer was the freaking cyberpunk opus, and that was in I think that was early 80s, which is unfathomable.
Slav says read it. It's a good book.
Okay. There's some parts.
We'd love to watch you start up a new game on something.
We're gonna do it. But I've got to do something that's gonna get Ajay very excited. Ajay, you still there? You're gonna get mad excited about this. Man, I've been wanting to fucking buy this for like over a year. Finally got some cash together. Oh Lord have mercy. This is boys' toys. I got Ajay's gonna be so excited. I got the Seagate Iron Wolf 6 terabyte NAS RAID hard drive. 2 of them. So they interleave, and if one fails, the other one kicks into gear and lets you know one's failed. So that means I can finally get on with making music. So now I have space for all my samples and nonsense and videos without like losing hard drive space.
Here is the mind killer, Johnny.
Oh, that's a great line though. One of my favorite drum and bass songs sampled that from the first movie. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer, killer. You want to hear a fucking cool way that sample was used? Let me play that for you. Listen carefully now. Listen.
Adam Misner says your resident tech support reminding you to set up Rumble TTS.
What's up, mate? That's not it. This one.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Internet tough guy says.
How cool is that for an intro to a song?
Must be a UK thing.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
This song, I remember getting blitzed on ecstasy and hearing this. It was so good. So good. Just a roller. It's just dark and rolling. I love it. I love it so much. What's up, Adam?
Princess Smiley Face says, that sounds so late 90s, early 2000s lol.
Exactly what it is.
Guy says don't talk to me about MDMA or ecstasy at raves.
Oh man.
Go down a rabbit hole, Mayo.
I freaking love ecstasy. I love it. Da, 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 da. Okay. So I also bought this cable. It's what is it? Made in Japan. Mate, the place I bought this cable from, I actually found the new Blade Runner spot in Akihabara, right? They have these old buildings from like 70s or 80s, and they're filled with microchip shops and computer shops. And it's like something that William Gibson, like he actually went to Japan and found that shit. So I'm pretty sure that influenced the whole like cyberpunk genre. Those buildings still exist. And there's one of the shops, it was closed when I went there. It's a complex with all these shops. The building materials are so old. There's like wooden boards and stuff that are all decrepit and falling apart, holding the building together, or holding the rooms together, or dividing the shops and stuff. And one of the shops, it says, "Do computers dream of electric sheep?" So they knew it. The Japanese knew it. They know that they influenced the fuck out of all these cyberpunk people. Proper old building. And the building across from that is called like what is it, Yaoide or something, and they sell cables and they sell like connectors and stuff. So this connector is a Nutric connector. It's really high quality, and this cable's a Mogami. Mogami is seen as one of the best you can get. If you buy this, if you don't make this yourself, it will cost you something like $70. If you make it yourself, it costs you $10. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Adam Misner says no, I mean my chat doesn't show up on Rumble.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. I'm gonna bring you into the mix. You like to rumble on the crumble, or crumble on the rumble, I should say. Adam, there you are, mate. Our standard existential crisis, helping the girlfriend with a Kickstarter. That's cool. What's the Kickstarter? June. So I've got my cable, bruv. And
Tough guy says whatever happened to Massacre the game?
I mean, yeah, like we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. How did I? We're gonna do it. We just need the net. I mean, my mum got me Space Marine. How was this on here before?
Internet tough guy says rock hard gamers. Adamisna says
Yeah.
she does comics and it's the next volume of a dark fantasy thing.
That's cool. What? She's an illustrator? Oh lord, so great. I mean, it should really be Warhammer, whatever it is, Space Marine, because my mama bought that, and that has a multiplayer thing, right? What else could it be?
Slub says you quit Doom.
No. I mean, we probably should see that through.
Says, Black Flag.
Black Flag? Is that really the bomb? I'm not sure I'm going to like that, to be honest. Is it really that good? Oh, man. I wonder if I've got any pictures to show you. The Trumpster. Look, do computers dream of electric sheep?
Internet Tough Guy says the music is orchestral, so it's amazing.
It's wicked, is it? Dude, look, they had a Japanese poster for the Simpsons game in that old place. Look, that's from the Simpsons arcade. It's like that episode where they find that Homer that looks like that.
Adamisna says, oh, also Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries has a mode called No Mercy. I never really tried until now. It's absolutely insane. I wanna see you try it. Internet Tough
What's
Guy
that?
says burned.
Look, this is the old shack, and they have pictures of like Mount Fuji and shit. This is so cyberpunk. Look, it's this old building full of microchips and PC parts and stuff. It's so great. It's so great. I do love Akihabara. Oh yes, I do. Mate. Rate my steak. Is it too rare?
Internet Tough Guy says the people want gameplay.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to go to bed. And I might do a 24-hour stream tomorrow. I actually have nothing in the calendar, and I was thinking to do it. If I'm tired, I should conk out. But I just wanted to tell you about my June book that I lost and found, because that is the most exciting thing in my life right now, and I'm actually very proud of that. If that's the most exciting thing in your life's definitely going well. My book wasn't stolen, Mama. That means I live in a good country.
Princess Smiley Face says, you look tired.
I'm tired.
Tough Guy says, dang, it's 12:37 p.m. but I guess you're on the other side of the planet, lol.
So what are we going to play? It's about to get real. Like, I'll do a vote, and then I'll play whatever you vote for. So there's only 8 people watching, but let's do it. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just going to stream whatever I want to stream. I don't care if I lose followers. It's not about that. I just want to do what I want to do. So start a poll.
Victoria Rockwell says, or you live in a country that doesn't read English books, lol. Milkitia says, people want you to take care of yourself, lol.
Thank you.
Tough Guy says, just wing it, dude. That's what I do.
What am I playing? Is it Doom Eternal? Yeah.
Tough Guy says, fake it till you make it.
Doom Eternal. Space Marine. Space Marine 2. I kind of miss Resident Evil 0 in a messed up way. What can we play that's like that? Silent Hill 2. Alright, put it on there. And
says, do you have Doom 2016?
I don't, but it's a little bit dated. I know Resident Evil is more dated, but I kind of wanted to do something a little bit more modern looking.
Tough Guy says Resident Evil 7 is gonna be fun.
You know what? I don't think I am getting the VR, because I read that it's dead.
Smiley Face says they have a remake of Silent Hill 2. Internet.
But they gave her the manjaw.
Wanted you to have a VR though.
So there's multiple articles online that convince me that PSVR 2 is actually dead.
Says Doom Eternal looks about the same, but it's maybe not quite as good.
Really interesting. I heard that PSVR 2 is dead, so Sony are not making any more games for it. The latest showcase, they didn't show any PSVR 2 games, and their sales figures were so much lower than projected that it doesn't even make sense for them to put time and resources into it. That's really annoying, because I was so up for that. But I still will buy it if that bar gets to the top at the bottom, if we make $1,000, but I don't think we will.
Internet Tough Guy says, oh wow, this is news to me. That sucks.
Yeah, no, look it up. It's true. You can tell it's true.
I will vote for any survival horror game you put in the poll, lol.
Alright, what's a horrible survival horror game we can put in?
Alive and well.
Yeah, what's a messed up survival horror game? Do you know Visage? I actually have that, and that was mad scary.
Milkitia says, then buy it on sale, lol.
What's a messed up survival horror game? Oh, Blue Stinger for the Sega Dreamcast.
Guy says Resident Evil 7 is fucked up.
Is it?
Milkitia says Rule of Rose. Internet tough guy says trust me bro.
Yeah, but we have to do Resident Evil in order, and we've got to do that on VR somehow, some way. I believe you. I believe you. Right? What game are we playing? Or is it freaking Bloodborne?
Milkitia says Siren.
Is that bad? How scary is that? How scary is Siren? Is it like terrifying scary?
Adamisna says survival horror. Does Resi 5 count?
We've got to do Resi 4 before that and a Resident Evil 1 remake. I mean, Silent Hill 2 is a survival horror. Okay, I'll start the poll. Whatever you vote for, I'm going to play tomorrow. There's only 9 peeps watching, so this is going to be an inaccurate poll, but fuck it. The poll is in the chat. Oh no, Silent Hill 2?
Tough guy says, I play games like Skate 3 and World of Warcraft lol. So IDK. Milkitia says Haunting Grounds. Wait, you want bad?
I guess I want bad. Milkitia. Wow, I'm so tired suddenly. Yeah, mate. Oh my god, am I tired. That's hit me. I smashed the gym as well today. Oh, mate, my body. Maybe I do need a girlfriend to massage my neck. She's not even going to fucking massage my neck, is she? She's just going to fucking moan and like complain.
Princess Smiley Face says, I watched a gameplay.
Better to pay someone to do it, and then at the end you can leave without owing them anything other than some money. Is it? We'd go for the original though, Princess Smiley Face. The princess with the smiley face.
Internet tough guy says smash and dash.
I need a massage. Someone give me a massage.
Tough guy says peace out. Adamisna says even your hypothetical girlfriend is a bitch. Dating not going well.
Yeah. Exactly. What hope do I have? Oh, mate. Baby, right there. Right there.
Says, I love both honestly.
You like both? Okay. I mean, the original's going to have some jank, right? Which will be good. Wow, we're tied. We got a tie with 7 votes. Whoever's watching, there's one person watching who hasn't voted who will sway the entire voting process.
Internet tough guy says give her the JD and then PCO.
I need a babe to give me a massage. Give me a massage, baby. Yeah, that's the spot. That's the spot.
Milkitia says so Rule of Rose has bad gameplay but the story and graphics are incredible. Adamisna says 2 PPL because I opened YouTube again to vote.
Adam, that's fucking cheating, bro. That is cheating. What did you vote for? Cheater.
Internet tough guy says I'm telling you dude. Smash and dash.
I thought you were telling me to smash a girl and dash.
Internet tough guy says works every time.
Oh, that's what you are telling me to do that. Oh god. Oh, I see what you mean, Adam. Sorry, yeah. I'm always targeting Adam wrongly, unfairly. Banned him for his 9-incher, and then we've banned him. I'm giving him shit for his voting. Look, there's a 9th viewer who hasn't voted. Listen, if you can hear me and you just tuned in, you can choose the next game that I play. Please select in the poll. Choose your game that you want to see me play, and I will play it. Oh no, that scared them off. Look, we got a tiebreaker, y'all. Can I vote? Mate. What to play?
Adamisna says hey now don't go telling people I'm that small lol.
Sorry, mate. 13 inches, mate. 13. Flaccid. Doom was freaking excellent, though. That was super great. I'm loving that. I was so happy to play that game. I think Space Marine's going to be absolutely amazing as well, though.
Tough guy says the players you sleep. Wake up. Smash the girl and stream.
I mean, in an alternate universe, that would be a thing. The thing is, my YouTube channel will get banned quicker than you can blink if I did that. But there would be money to be made there. I like the feeling of my eyebrow rubbing the mic windshield. That's really nice. This is a shit. Everyone needs one of these. Try the other one.
Internet tough guy says don't smash girl on stream. Just games. Milkitia says
Yes.
please Johnny. Rule of Rose. No one else will play it. I'm so alone lol.
Milky, I just have a feeling this is some weird...
Adamisna says, I don't think Rumble would ban you. You need to write an email to report someone. There's no report button.
Mate, Rule of Rose looks freaking horrible. I think. This looks good. No, this looks shit. Milky, this looks freaking awful.
Need an Elden Ring too. Princess Smiley Face says, Johnny, don't make me use my princess royalty status. Choose Silent Hill 2 lol JK.
Attempting me. Princess royalty counts for a hell of a lot.
Milkitia says there's a dog.
No, it actually looks quite good. Milkitia, she's on the stream. What? Don't disappear. So you're just like looking at the stream under the covers while your 1-year-old is just keeping you awake on the red eye shift of parenting. Is that what's happening? Milkitia.
Adamisna says you could make a new poll with just the two. Internet.
That's true.
There are sexy undead nurses in Silent Hill.
Yeah, and you give them Texas abortions. So, guys, can you help me work out who I met the other day? So I met a streamer. She said she made $8,000 on a donate-a-thon. I don't know how long that was for. Some weeks. That's a lot of money. She's got bright pink hair, and it's down to here. I got a photo, but I'm not going to show it for anonymity reasons. But
Milkitia says I've been there, but with twins lol.
I asked her what her stream name is, and she wouldn't tell me for anonymity reasons. I thought, if you're that big, but you know, you want to protect your real name and stuff, I understand. But she's not huge, but she's definitely has something going on. She says she plays adventure games with multiple choice in the storylines. She's American.
Ethnicity.
She's white. She's pretty good looking. So not like stunning, but for a nerd, definitely you can see why she has a following. I think she's basically very nerdy, doesn't really go out ever, is always indoors playing these games. She started by playing Elden Ring. That was the first game she started streaming. And
Tough guy says I'm surprised Milky isn't a mod lol.
no boober. Slubs, stop it. Slubs, what do you think of the Chitta whiskey? The Chitta. And she's quite witty. She's quite seems to be pretty smart and witty. Pretty witty. Bit of bants. Little bit of bants.
Slub says is it Jack?
The thing is, I have a picture.
Internet tough guy says Silent Hill 2 wins.
Is it Silent Hill 2? No, we're stuck on 29% for Doom, Space Marine, and Silent Hill 2. Slubs, did you vote on the next game? Slubs, get your vote in. I know what you voted for, bruv. Don't make me start waking up. Milkitia.
Heroin 22 says hello everyone.
Hello. Did you vote Heroin 22 for the next game to play?
Slub says I've tried Japanese whiskey. It's good.
It's good, but I bought something called Chitta the other day, and it didn't have a date on it, and I looked closely, it said single grain.
Internet tough guy says Heroin 22 vote. Heroin 22 says yes.
Thank you.
Says was a mod, but my kids kept getting a hold of my phone.
Yeah, this is a saga. She's white. Yeah, so guess what? The babes, right? The babes that I was dating, no reply since last Wednesday. Yeah. So it's been like 9 days. And she wanted to come out on my birthday, but I said no. And I went out with DJ Fuji Rock instead. And that was the only day she... But the thing is, she said like, oh, maybe Monday, maybe, you know, if work's not too busy. I thought, what the fuck does that... You know, I spoke to my best friend and he set me straight. He goes, what the fuck do you mean maybe on Monday, like if work's not too busy, you know? you're making an arrangement with me for Monday, but then you're saying hopefully it won't get too busy. Look, you can either meet me or not. If you're single, there's no excuse for being busy. You are not busy if you're single. You can make time for fucking anyone. And if you can't, you have problems. You're not managing your life right. So this whole like, maybe, look, if I want to meet someone, I'm going to fucking meet them. It's like, I'll meet you on this time. So it was like that. And then she couldn't meet any other day, but she suggested Monday, but I was doing something with Sumi Rock. And then she said happy birthday, and that was it. It's like, what the fuck is it? She's definitely dating a bunch of guys, and she's trying to choose. It's like, okay, whatever, mate. I'm fucking worth way more than that, man. Way more than that. So it's a shame, because she was the Asian Meghan Markle. She was my Asian Meghan Markle.
Tough guy says, I bought a hoodie that says I hot moms.
Oh, nice. Milkatia. So what, Milky? You are. What time is it where you are? In the house, the new house.
Adamisna says, yeah, sounds like she's not worth your time.
Bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me, mate. There's no fucking way. Absolutely no way. And I said, I knew this from the start. It was all, I said something's like not quite right.
Meghan Markle looks like Punky Brewster, lol.
Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle, so she was half black.
No, she wasn't.
52.
I said the Asian Meghan Markle.
Tough guy says smash and dash.
Nah, I'm not smashing and dashing her. But I don't know, maybe she's not so nice. I was like, she's so really nice. But then, like, if you're really nice, why would you do that? Hell no. Do you know it's cherry blossom full bloom? I haven't fucking seen any. This happens every year. People pay top dollar to come and see that shit. Mate, you wouldn't say no to bending her over though, would you? Meghan Markle, she'll make your peen squeaky clean and sparkle. Da, 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 da. Harry makes him wonder, kill, fuck or marry.
Milkitia says, then she dropped the ball and I hate her now, lol.
Yeah, my side.
Lover.
Dude, the message was like,
there's nothing for me, bruv. Victoria Rockwell says, yeah, Meghan Markle is mid at best.
I reckon she's a fucking whore in the sack. I really, I can just feel it. That's what really got Harry deep in the mix.
Slub says I'd snap her in half.
Metaphorically, of course, YouTube algorithm.
Before my husband, there was this guy who agrees to meet up, but the day came he ghosted me. Then weeks later, I put my Facebook status in a relationship. He then got jealous and messaged me WTF.
That's scary, dude. People like that scare me. It's creepy.
Says be a man, do the right thing.
Okay, look, because it's over now, I'm gonna read you the exact message, and you're gonna see why this is just so wrong on so many levels. Okay. Here we go. Right, would you continue with this? It's so long. So yeah, I left tons of messages as well. So I was like,
Victoria Rockwell says, I doubt it, I think she just lays there. Have you seen the monster he lost his virginity to? Yeah, it totally explains his choice in Meghan. Internet tough guy says, I just hit it and quit it, dude.
Nah, it's not what I can't be bothered. So it's like, hi Johnny, it's been a busy week for me and the project is kicking off next week. The schedule is unpredictable and I don't want to cancel seeing you for unexpected late meetings. It's like, why don't you just say, like, let's meet on this day? The blah blah blah. If you're available, let's try Monday 17th for dinner. Hopefully there'll be no meetings. Who does that? Like, okay, let's meet up on Tuesday. Like, hopefully I'll be able to come. Like, who the fuck talks like that? Even I wouldn't talk like fucking, because if I say shit like that, it's with girls I do not give a fuck about. It's like, maybe I'll shag them if I got nothing better to do and I can't shag some other girls.
Food WTF.
It's just like,
Internet tough guy says outer here.
Right, if you're available, let's try Monday the 17th evening for dinner. Hopefully there'll be no meetings. Yeah, sure, I'll like block my calendar and block off my day and give up my free time, knowing that you might just cancel and it will all be wasted. Fucking wicked. Yeah, that sounds great. And I was like, this I'm going out with DJ Simi Rock Tuesday though. You, me, some char grilled yakitori and a cigar.
Victoria Rockwell says unless she's a doctor or nurse, that's pretty lame.
No. Then it's like, hi Johnny, happy weekend. How are you today? Thank you for suggesting Tuesday. I've got a lot going on with new work next week, so I'm afraid I won't be able to make it. I really appreciate the invite though, and it sounds fun. Hanging with the DJ sounds awesome. I have to catch up on you another time when things settle down a bit. And it's like stress face. Like, what the fuck? Like, really? You're single and you can't meet for one day. It had to be Monday. You can't meet any other day. And then I was like, well, I could ask the DJ. And she's like, Johnny, that means a lot. Thanks for the encouragement. It sounds so cool to hang out with the DJ. She sounds amazing. I wish I could meet her. I bet she's got some incredible stories. I wouldn't like you to change the date either for prior engagements. Blah, blah, blah. Let's figure out a good time to meet up when things calm down a little. And there's just more and more and more. It's just like, mate, there's way more as well about this one little day. It's like an essay. It'd be nice if I could see you and her tomorrow. I don't mind you or me caring for her. I need to be a Cinderella though for the next day's work. But the DJ needs to want to see me too. So yeah, will you ask her please? I understand it might be fully booked, the restaurant. That's a crazy message, dude. It would be nice if I could see you and the DJ tomorrow. I don't mind you or me caring for her, because I said it's a bit like a carer. I need to be a Cinderella though for the next day's work. So it's like, I might turn up on Monday, maybe. And if I do, I need to be a Cinderella for the next day's work. And the DJ needs to want to see me too. Like really like lacking self-confidence. This is like insane.
Brad W says, you need to bang and get it out the way. Arthur Shaw says, how is it going, y'all?
Good, mate. Very good. How you doing? That's a crazy message, right? So I did the right thing, right? Obviously. Arthur!
Guy says straight up Brad. Internet tough guy says bang. Dang, thank you, ma'am.
That, mate, come to my house for Netflix and chill. That's basically all I want.
Says, hey, I wouldn't want to invite myself out into someone else's pre-existing plans. Arthur Shaw says, hey, Victoria.
Right? Yeah, right. Like that's also fucking crazy. Like, you've got some arrangement. Oh, can I come along? Like, what? That's fucking madness. And like, if you were my friend and I knew you very well, like, okay, it's cool. But maybe it's the case that the fact that you even have to wonder maybe just means it's not worth wondering about at all. But just for the sake of the entertainment of the stream, maybe it's the case that if you're really shy, someone else there makes it a bit easier and it's less direct. I don't fucking know, but I told you something seems a bit off, right? Yeah, right, it's lame, right? Mate, I'd be so disrespecting myself to entertain that anymore. I'm free, mama.
Kittia says, I get it though, she didn't want to intrude but also wanted to hang.
Bro, just fucking tell me Tuesday, no, Friday, finish. Like, it's so simple. You want me to bang? Nah, I don't want to, because that's turned me off, man. That turns me off real fucking quick. It's like indecisiveness and like all that. I just can't deal with that.
Year-old not to invite myself to things.
There's so many red flags now. Beep, 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 just everywhere.
Milkitia says, be right back lurking.
Bro, the crazy thing is, I would have treated her like a fucking princess. She missed out big time, and I'm glad. Because that would have been, imagine being with a bird like that who's super indecisive about everything, no confidence.
Adamisna says, if I was asking a girl out and she said she had plans with some dude named DJ Semirock, I'd be out.
Milkatia. If I was asking a girl out and she said she had plans with some dude named DJ Semirock, I'd be out.
I've loved and lost and it's better to just bangarang most of the time.
Dude, DJ Semirock's 90 years old and we already had a plan before. Because I asked her out on Friday and any day next week. So it could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She got 6 days, 7 days, including the Friday. This is like the week before. And she waited a few days and didn't reply, and then was like, it's got to be Monday. I was like, Tuesday, no, it has to be Monday. And I was like, I literally do have a plan. And she's 90 years old. Like, how long is my friend going to be alive for, right? So it's not that weird. And it's just honest. I've just been honest. DJ Simirock is the legend of legends. She's a legend.
Internet tough guy says she's leading you on.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah.
Adamisna says, oh, she's actually 90.
Yeah, straight up, she's 90. Yeah. DJ Simirock is...
Internet tough guy says she would make time for you if she cared. Slub says just tell her you
wants to do a stream. She wants to get involved with the stream, but I said... This is the thing, like, there's so many exploitative assholes out there who try to, like, ride off her name or something. But... it would be so fun to have her on a stream, but the thing is...
she was fat.
I'm a nobody, you know, when it comes to YouTube. Nobody knows who I am, so it probably doesn't matter, but... It's like the channel does have a lot of like Trump stuff, and the thing is, all the interviews she does, it's always lefty publications. Like those are the publications and media who made her famous, was left-wing publications. So if there's anything where she's like affiliated with, but it'd probably be okay. I mean, Joe Rogan voted for Trump, and like loads of people go on his show, and it's fine. But do you know what I'm saying? I don't want her to be associated with that. But then maybe it's fine. I mean, she's 90 years old. She can do what she wants. Yeah, imagine later down the road. Oh lord, here's a bummer. Yeah, no, I was like super physically attracted to her though, mate. Space Marine 2, y'all. Looks like we're playing Space Marine.
Tough guy is right. She would make time if she cared. If you want to maybe get it, you have to pull away hard. Internet tough guy says, I've never drugged a girl. They do it to themselves.
It's like, yeah, it's just like, mate, I just go out and find a new bird.
Slub says WTF.
Yeah, it's getting shady now in the comments. No comment. No comment. Oh man, I feel sick after all that milk. Oh lord. Ugh. Man, I think it's time to sleep. I just bashed my face on the microphone.
Tough guy says sorry.
It's okay. I mean, sometimes we make a joke and it doesn't quite come out how it's intended.
Tough guy says, I apologize.
So apology accepted. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Oh man.
Rockwell says that was a Captain Hook reference. They always said Bangarang, it was Rufus thing.
Okay, so Space Marine 2 tomorrow.
Princess Smiley Face says, it sounded better in your head, lol.
Yeah, it did. And the other thing is, between you and me, I was telling Simi Rock I love cigars, and she said, I was like, is it alright for you to smoke a cigar? You're 90. I said, do you want to smoke a cigar? She said, yeah. Don't you think that'd be so cool, a 90-year-old smoking a cigar? I said, yeah, it would be pretty cool. I was thinking, we had one cigar is not going to kill you, Simi Rock, but then that's really fucked up. Like, fucking giving a cigar to a 90-year-old. You can't do that. You can't give a cigar to a 90-year-old. That's wrong. That's definitely, something feels wrong about that. But she said it would look cool, like Simi Rock smoking a fucking cigar, like a fat Cuban cigar. Like that would make the best live stream ever. Is like me and Simi Rock. We're smoking a fat Cuban cigar. Imagine how much hate you get there. People are like, "Oh, you're trying to kill her," blah blah blah. Should we get her on here and smoke a cigar with her? With milk and tea, smoke a cigar and disappear. Da, 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 da. Like, I will play Space Marine then, but I kind of wanted to play a more adventure-y, story, puzzle-laden, riddling game.
Have her on if you want. I would have never known who she was. Internet tough guy says, I lit up a half cigar from the night before while camping, nearly died coughing. Victoria Rockwell says, my bad, I'm used to PPL who get pop culture references, lol.
No, Princess Smiley Face was talking about Tough Guy, not you, Victoria. I think. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm out of the loop. So who's the streamer who I met who's got the pink hair? Who is this? Does anyone know?
Internet tough guy says, I'm sorry, chat.
You're forgiven, Tough Guy. You're forgiven. You're forgiven.
Internet tough guy says didn't.
No, you didn't offend.
Smiley face says, yes, I meant tough guy lol.
Yeah. Ladies. Should we get Simi Rock on here? Because, like, Simi Rock's 90, right? It would be good for her to come on the stream. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what's keeping her healthy, is just being active and DJing, right? It must be so good for the brain, thinking about the tunes, thinking about the crowd, being part of a community, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. She's very sweet. Very sweet. Everybody wants Space Marine too. No Doom Eternal, no Silent Hill, you're definitely no Bloodborne. Oh lord. Princess Smiley, I need a game that's full of fiendish puzzles and riddles and exploration and dark corridors and jump scares. What am I playing?
Internet tough guy says, I think you would like the Fear series.
Fear. Again, I'm very disappointed about the fact PSVR 2 is dead. I did not know that. Oh man, that's annoying. That's annoying, because think of all the sick games we're going to be deprived of. At some point, it has to take off. But maybe it's just a bulky headset. No one wants to wear that thing. We need something smooth like glasses. Like Back to the Future 2, right? He puts those little visors down. Something like that. Oh man.
Internet tough guy says it's because it's like $800, nobody can afford that. Adamisna says play Vampire Survivors while you DJ.
What's that? Should I play Castlevania? I mean, I should just play Space Marine 2. That's what my mama bought me. I gotta play that game. Okay, yeah. No, I really want to play that. Let's do Space Marine on hard mode.
Internet tough guy says don't play Castlevania.
No, is it not good? I thought it's a classic.
Guy says you'll hate it.
Really? Okay. Let's play.
Internet tough guy says really. Adamisna says you'd like Castlevania. Adamisna says it's hard though.
What's the hardest difficulty on Space Marine?
Victoria Rockwell says sweet, I voted Space Marine. I always vote for the one I have the least idea of what it is lol. Adamisna
Victoria
says it has the backtracking you love.
You're gonna love it, Victoria. You want what did you say that one time? You want something weird shit or monster shit or something like that. There's weird and monster in the game. I was so happy to see a tiger shark attack someone yesterday. Every single day I wake up, I look at two things. I look at Fox News because I don't have X on my phone. I just see a general gist, and I'll just type in shark attack and go on news, praying someone got eaten by a shark.
There's parts in the game where you have to wait 2 minutes in one spot to advance. You'll hate it. Victoria Rockwell says, I like both. Weird is key.
When you begin campaign, you can choose from 4 difficulty levels in Warhammer: easy, normal, veteran, angel of death. The hardest option, with highly aggressive enemies, minimal resources, and a punishing survival challenge. Best for experienced players or masochists. Is that what I'm doing? Let's do that.
Slub says hell no.
Really? Come on, mate. Don't be a pussy.
Look hella tired.
Really? It's yeah, right. It's that melatonin 5 milligrams I took yesterday. It was so good though for today.
Says Johnny Masochist lol.
Dude, I love how this game is so nerdy. Is it 2-player? Like, can we do Angel of Death on 2-player? That might be worthwhile, right? Okay. End poll. There we go. You voted. You got it. I've got to make the effort to see your...
Internet tough guy says my friend tried to explain Warhammer lore to me, and it's crazy. Adamisna says,
Yeah.
I think it's free player. Slub says I don't know if it's cross-platform.
What do you have? You got the Xbox, innit?
Princess Smiley Face says, boo.
Milkity. Who has this game?
Says PC.
Oh my god, you're a PC Master Racer?
Tough guy says he paints those little figurines for a hobby.
Bro, like, okay, my best mate told me Warhammer's nerdier than Lord of the Rings and Warhammer. Is that fucking true?
Says, do you think Sumarok would make a good dreadnought?
What's a dreadnought? That doesn't sound like a very friendly enemy, though. I remember that was in Space Crusade, like it was like Warhammer Light board game when I was a kid, early 90s. Hero Quest and Space Crusade.
Slub says no, it's mostly grimdark adult shit. Adamisna says oh you don't know anything about Warhammer. Internet tough guy says
so like I know it's nerdy as fuck, and you know I hate the nerdy, but then you just have to embrace it because it's becoming more mainstream, and you can't play it without getting without saying the words and getting involved in it. I thought it can't be nerdier than Dungeons and Dragons or Warhammer, but then again, it basically is Warhammer, but with the added layer of sci-fi nerdiness. So if you put those things together, you're going to extrapolate that into some nerdy.
Warhammer no.
Okay. So it's not as bad as Warhammer, but isn't it? Get the mace of Golgoroth from the fleck of doom in the swamp of Astaroth or something. Isn't it that kind of shit? It is, isn't it? The swamp.
Victoria Rockwell says, Johnny.
And then okay, to get the mace of moonlight, you have to go to the mossy cliff of Ralladom and make sure you're equipping the armor with the buff for dexterity and also the Harkonnen flame, and then you've got to tap the statue of might on its left toenail while a friend shoots the giant kraken, the cyber kraken, on its left eye, and that will open the cave required to get the key, the golden key with the jade flex that allows you to get the final weapon. Statue of Might. It's one of those games, isn't it? It is. I know it is. It's gonna be like that. Statue of Might.
Tough guy says, I usually hate sci-fi games. Internet tough guy says NGL.
No, but
Victoria Rockwell says Statue of Might is in my ladies.
Oh, nice. Statue of Might. Yeah. Hey, darling. Would you like to have your name engraved on the Statue of Might? Oh, Lord of mercy. Okay, good, Slavs. Good. I'm liking that. Good, mate. Good. Right, nice and simple, bruv.
Internet tough guy says hello alien. Let me introduce you to my little friend.
Look at that. Oh, lads. I think he's going to win, to be honest. But I'll give it my best.
Internet tough guy says da 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 da.
Internet Tough Guy's getting hyped for a new game, even though it's not what they wanted. Oh, look. Do I get the blue light? Or the red light? No contrast.
Slub says Space Marines are hard as fuck.
Slavs, you're just a rampaging Scotsman. You like breaking things and exploding things and smashing things and Exploding
Tough
things.
Guy says straight up.
Wild Scotsman. My life won't be complete until I have a drink with the Slobster. Some Scotch whiskey. In Dundee.
Adamisna says, I put a trailer for another Warhammer game in Discord. It will unlock a world of memes for you.
Oh, Lord, thank you. This'll do. This'll so do.
Internet Tough Guy says damn Scots. Ruining Scotland. The Simpsons. Slub says it will happen. Next time you're in the UK defo.
Bro, I'm coming in December, 1000%. Like, it's happening. I need my annual ecstasy fix.
Milkitia says just put your head on the Space Marine fellow lol.
I'll put my head on it. Wow, is that the alien font? No. That'll do. Won't it? Don't need anything more, really. Actually, that kind of makes it more legible.
Says become as Space Marine.
I'm going to be a Space Marine, mama.
Internet Tough Guy says we'll do it live.
Yeah. We will do it live.
Slub says yup, and I'll see if I can join in.
Yes, mate. Angel of Death mode, yeah? You know how we do. Do we need... That's not really that obvious though, is it? It should be obvious. Oh, look at that. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but I'll keep that. Lord of mercy.
Slub says so tomorrow. Then what time?
Yeah, let's fucking work it out then. Let's...
Internet Tough Guy says there's a game called Helldivers. 2 people have been freaking out. You might like to.
I've got that, but there was that woke controversy, wasn't there? Right? The Slubster.
Internet Tough Guy says not sure.
The Slubster.
Internet Tough Guy says the Slubster.
The Slubster. Can't tell if this looks good or not. It's so hard to make it legible. Did I fuck it up? I think I fucked it up.
Adamisna says yeah, Helldivers Discord hires furry mods that ban anyone who even asks why there's furry porn in the general chat.
Oh my, are you fucking serious?
Internet Tough Guy says, ITG here, rewind it back. He's so cool, he's make your booty go.
The Slubster. My design skills are fucking horrible today. Does this look good? Looks kind of shit, doesn't it? Oh, Lord of mercy. Why am I bad?
Slub says right mate him off to bang the whiffy. Laters.
Oh, mate. Slub's your beast. May hit those gigantic Twin Peaks. Enjoy. Enjoy, my man.
Internet tough guy says good luck slubs. Victoria Rockwell says cheeks.
Slub's on fire.
Ajay says, I'm back.
Welcome, mate. Ajay, you missed the fucking epic moment. You missed the epic moment, bruv. I'm disappointed. Wow, I'm so shit at designing. So bad. That'll frickin' do. Oh, Lord of mercy.
Ajay says, I'm disappointed that you didn't try to reach me through Discord. Internet tough
Bro,
guy
I'm
says,
streaming.
that'll do.
What's that from?
Internet tough guy says my old Missouri used to tell me that. Internet tough guy says and throw some dirt on it you'll be fine was another one.
Oh my lord. This takes too fucking long, man.
Says, nah, no excuse. Just text me on Discord and that's it. Support a black person.
You missed out the goodness.
Internet tough guy says the people in Missouri are different. Victoria Rockwell says Johnny, have you ever looked into doing audiobooks or voiceover? I think you'd be great at that.
I did have an agency and they kept sending me work and they kept asking me to make demos. I must have made about 7 or 8 and they never ever accepted it. Thank you though. I couldn't. I nearly have the ability to do that, but not quite. It's I'm not consistent enough, and I find it hard to enunciate words. I used to be able to do it when I was a teenager, but not anymore. But I could do it, but it would be a fucking lot of hard ass work. Need to keep smoking dem cigars.
Internet tough guy says chat still loves this channel.
Yay! Thank you.
Internet tough guy says always a good time.
Always a good time. Exactly.
Victoria Rockwell says all that's a bummer, sounds like that company was just gay.
Maybe they were. Victoria, you menace. Okay, we actually have. We have the. We have the. We have the. What are we doing? We have the. Look at that!
Kittia says I live in a dry county. I've never been to Missouri more times in my life.
Yeah. What?
Princess Smiley Face says, I have never been to Missouri.
What's happening in Missouri? What do you think of my thumbnail, Princess Smiley Face? I think that's pretty sick, man. I mean, the text is like not professionally done, but it's better than amateur. It's kind of intermediate. I need to watch a YouTube video
Internet
really
tough
about
guy says
text
must
placement.
be nice to own a car. I have to walk like 5 miles every day to buy cat food. Milkitia says I drive there every week lol. Internet tough guy says and I'm not lying. Princess Smiley Face says, sorry, I meant to say I have never been to lol, it looks good, but would have been better if it was Silent Hill 2 lol.
Do you know what? That's coming. That's definitely in the chamber. Definitely in the chamber.
Victoria Rockwell says, I've always wanted to go. I look at houses there from time to time. The Ozarks are beautiful. They even have a bowling alley in a cave there.
Bowling alley in a cave. Do they use stalagmites as pins?
Princess Smiley Face says, I am salty right now lol, I'll still watch the stream though.
What? Oh, I see. I feel okay. Do you know what? I'd probably rather play Silent Hill 2 than this, maybe. But we got to do it for Mother Massacre.
Internet tough guy says, Canada has jacked the prices on vehicles and gas and car payments so high, I'd go broke.
Oh, it's a fucking podcast. Resident Evil 0 playthrough. Hard mode. Space Marine 2 playthrough. Angel of Death difficulty.
Victoria Rockwell says they have caves in New York but you're not allowed to touch the stalagmites gay.
Can't touch them.
Internet tough guy says, New York is done.
It's cooked.
Internet tough guy says cooked.
Yeah.
Milkitia says I've always wanted to go to Branson, but the Shoji Tabuchi Theater closed. Seems pointless now. Victoria Rockwell says yeah, apparently they start breaking down from the salt and crap on your hands. Adamisna says gotta say it's weird being the guy who knows the most Warhammer lore. Victoria Rockwell
It has to be. That's not a good
Branson
thing.
is beautiful.
I can't wait for this game, actually. It's going to be so good. Oh, Lord of mercy.
Adamisna says, I was never super into Warhammer, but I do appreciate how pro-human it is. Internet tough guy says, I know lore for other games but not Warhammer. Victoria Rockwell says yeah, New York has been done for like 30 years lol, PPL are just now realizing it I guess. Ajay says, Victoria, do you remember Eddie Murphy's Delirious stand-up show?
That was unbelievable.
Internet tough guy says UK is in trouble too.
You could, I mean, to say the least.
Internet tough guy says same with Canada. Victoria Rockwell says no, I think Eddie Murphy's brother is funnier than him.
Warhammer freaking has so many bloody videos.
Adamisna says keep fighting guys, we'll win, we always have.
Okay, here we go. So I scheduled this for 8 PM, which is 6 AM PST. No, it's not. 4 AM PST. It's a terrible time to do it, but everyone's going to be sleeping.
Internet tough guy says we invited more people into my country than we have housing for. Combined with a drug epidemic, my city isn't looking so good. Ajay says. Victoria, it's
That's a
very sad how
fucking
Eddie
mad
Murphy's
thumbnail.
joke from that show would not be accepted today. Princess Smiley Face says. I'm in the US. I hope to catch the stream. Victoria Rockwell
Nice.
says remember when Eddie Murphy got caught with a tranny and then they kept getting threatened by him and his bodyguards to keep quiet about the affair and then he mysteriously fell out of a hotel window.
No way. He's getting thuggish. Princess Smiley Face. I think it's going to be 4 a.m. PST. Terrible timing, isn't it? I am Johnny Massacre and welcome to my world.
Princess Smiley Face says 4 a.m. your time.
8 p.m. my time, 4 a.m. your time.
Apologize for the drug activity every time my friend visits my house.
Be awesome to have you here.
Guy says it's awful.
Let's just call it Let's Play. Hardest difficulty. Let's just do a fucked up. Yeah.
Princess Smiley Face says, it'll be up. Overtime all month long with work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Speaking
Awesome.
of Eddie Murphy's brother, I haven't seen as much comedies with Charlie Murphy besides the Boondocks.
Look
Wish he
forward to
was
seeing
still
you.
alive today. Internet tough guy says, I live near a hospital so all the weirdos come out at night.
Oh no.
Victoria Rockwell says yeah Charlie would be cancelled these days. I miss him, his stories were excellent. Ajay says, Johnny, did you ever watch the Boondocks?
No, but it rings a bell.
Internet tough guy says Boondocks are hilarious dude.
Is it?
Princess Smiley Face says, I will probably be 30 minutes late, so it'll be on 4:30 a.m.
Okay, no, I might be late as well. I might be naughty.
Milkitia says I lived near a hospital, but the weirdos were released in the morning.
Damn. Victoria. Getting into troubles. The locals.
Internet tough guy says not as funny as Robot Chicken but still funny AF.
Oh mate, look at this. That'll do. Change the colour of my man here.
Princess Smiley Face says, OMG Robot Chicken, my mum and I loved that show. Ajay says, Johnny, The Boondocks is a hilarious animated series. It takes place in a ghetto and makes fun of political stuff, especially on the left that would not be accepted today. The show started from 2005.
What does the Boondocks mean? Does that mean out in the sticks or something? Is it ghetto? What does it mean? What does that mean?
Internet Tough Guy says it's a show about black culture. Milkitia says ghetto. Internet Tough Guy says at its roots. Ajay says, I'm not sure myself what the Boondocks mean. Princess Smiley Face says, on the Boondocks, the episode I loved was the Martin Luther King Jr. episode. Victoria Rockwell says they say Seth Green was Epstein Island visitor. I used to get high and watch Robot Chicken with my friend Dawn, that's the only way to watch it lol. Ajay says, exactly. Black culture. Victoria Rockwell says she loved that show.
Sounds quite good, to be honest. Oh. A lot of mercy.
Internet Tough Guy says Boondocks. You'll love it.
Is it?
Ajay says, I thought the Obama becoming the president episode was among my favorites. Internet Tough Guy says I'm white as snow with blue eyes, and still love that show. Milkitia says my favorite Adult Swim show was Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Internet Tough Guy says dude great show Milky. Adamisna says Venture Bros anyone? Internet Tough Guy says Carl the Neighbor Mayo.
I need to do a different thumbnail because it's just 2 YouTube channels. I just
Victoria Rockwell says never watched that one, what's it about?
I just saved over the old one. Flip.
Internet Tough Guy says it's a show about nothing, it's just funny.
A lot of mercy.
Let's not forget about Uncle Ruckus, an old black guy who thinks he was born white and had a reversed vitiligo, and he talks crap about black people.
I should be in bed. This takes way too much time.
Says, lol, that's a great description, thanks. Milkitia says, Venture Bros, C-Lab and Harvey Birdman were good as well. Internet Tough Guy says the Boondocks was such a great show Mayo.
Never seen 1 second of that. God, you know Japanese mosquitoes are so legit traumatizing because I haven't been bitten this year, but my spider sense is already telling me, be careful, your door's open. It's now 28th of March. It's way warmer than it usually is, even getting a little bit humid. And my spider sense is telling me the mozzies are here. That's the survival instinct kicking in. I freaking hate. Japanese mosquitoes are the absolute worst of the worst in the universe. Oh my lord.
Milkitia says, Aqua Teen cannot be described, just watched.
Oh my lord. I have to do tags as well. Fuck me. Okay.
Victoria Rockwell says yeah, the mosquitoes are out here too, they love me. I hate them.
Yeah. Do you have the black and white striped ones? They are absolute hell on earth, girl.
Internet tough guy says the giant meatball, fries and other guy arguing with their neighbor Carl makes me laugh every time. Ajay says, double quote. Victoria Rockwell says, I read they are more attracted to O blood types, lucky me, yeah they look like little angry zebra needles. Internet tough guy says, oh yeah shake. Internet tough guy says the main CHX directors are based on fast food items.
Oh my freaking lord. Man, that was a effort and a half.
Will Kittier says, nothing matters in Carl's voice is my go-to when disaster strikes.
Look, monetization. Victoria, your favorite. Balanced. Oh, lad. Man, I'm really committing to this.
Victoria Rockwell says, I can't do cartoons that much, IDKY everyone likes them, but I have trouble getting into cartoons anymore.
I put this image into Grok and I said remove, I said put all these babes around me or some weird shit, and it did this. Look, it's like, Milky made a great comment on the comments. She said, I didn't know you lived in the world of Silent Hill or something, or your room was like in Silent Hill. How fucking crazy is that image, what it did to the room? It's fucking insane.
Internet tough guy says there's no story, there's no build up, it's just neighbors yelling at each other, which is relatable BTW.
Who wants a channel membership?
Victoria Rockwell says it disappeared your fingers in that pic.
Messed him up.
Says yeah I was concerned how much you'd smoked.
Oh, that? Nah, it's not like that. Oh, I got 500 views for this one. See, I got this channel's monetized now. I got 500 views.
Milkitia says stab tough guy lol.
That's awesome. So this channel can actually do something now.
Internet tough guy says my 77-old landlord challenged me to a fight.
Oh no, that's a freaking short.
Victoria Rockwell
Shorts
says
suck.
sounds like New York neighbors lol.
The video didn't do that well. Illegible. Blood. Blood. I can't set up a live stream there because it's streaming. I don't think it's going to let me. Yeah, because it's fucking terrible. Can't be serious, dude.
Milkitia says be right back, more lurking. Ajay says, Johnny,
Milky.
some of the episodes even have Samuel L. Jackson and Charlie Murphy voicing white guys.
What?
Internet tough guy says ITG is still here. Radio Jim says he misses you.
Radio Jim. So are we changing the name?
Internet tough guy says ITG is still here. Radio Jim says he misses you.
Radio Jim. I know.
Victoria Rockwell says,
So are we changing the name?
White trash neighbors in NY, but I just avoided them. There was a lady who used to sit outside on the steps and pluck her eyebrows in a hand mirror. Internet tough guy says, rock hard gaming.
I want to change it to that.
Victoria Rockwell says one day she stepped in a pile of cat shit trying to see what I was doing. It was great.
Actually, this is not what I want. Scheduled. Okay, that'll do.
Internet tough guy says this is why you bring a gat victorious.
Mate, streaming is just a joke. It's just, there's so much fucking work. I don't want to do any of this shit. It's so boring. Ajay, are you still there? My fucking shorts and vest, bruv, in Tokyo. Bloody hell, it's starting to get warm. Ajay, you swine.
Ajay says, still here. Internet tough.
Ajay, look, I got my fucking SSD, bro. Are you happy with me? Double bubble. The A, the D, the J, the E, the I. He loves the SSD. It's Ajay. Whole lot is Ajay. Boom. Right.
Internet tough guy says we forgive you. Ajay says, oof, I'm very happy now.
Oof. Okay, mate, I'm gonna pass out. I've made the stream. Internet tough guy motivated me. I'll be back tomorrow. Victoria voted for it. There's monsters. There's weird things. There's scary things. There's chainsaw.
If you're getting off soon, just remember to DM me sometime if you want to talk Airbnb stuff.
Do you want to do it now? So hop on now, mate. Get on the audio.
Says, how much space, Johnny?
How much space?
Says,
so
yeah.
much space. Victoria, you little menace. Menace. Ah.
Smiley face says, see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
See you tomorrow, Princess Smiley Face. Keep on smiling, smiling, smiling. We like your smile. Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams.
Internet tough guy says every time you stream him a little late into the night.
Perfect timing.
Well says, good night, Johnny L8RS, everyone.
Ah.
Says time differences. Ajay says, how much space on the SSD? 30 gigabytes.
He's taking a piss now. He knows it's not as big as his hard drive.
Ajay says, good night, Johnny.
It's 6 terabyte, but it's for RAID. It's made for NAS.
Tough guy says night.
Watch out for the menace. Whoa.